Hello fans, I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and we're going to take a look at the SilverStone Air Penetrator 121, or the SST-AP121. And this one is a little bit interesting because it has a UV reactive impeller. Not that it's really impressive, and most people don't have a light in their computers to make UV light, but whatever, you know, a little black light in there will do the job. This is what it looks like. And it is a 3-pin. And this thing on here helps to channel the air so it goes fairly straight away from the fan, which gives it a distance of about 1 meter according to the box. It is unfortunately also something that makes it hard to clean this side of the fan blades. So yeah, downside of that, I wish they would, disengage this so it can be added on and then removable when you need to clean. But, I suppose that would mean that they would raise the price some more. Let's see. Let's find out what the sound is like. I did have a fan from Spire, but the controller that it comes with blew on me the first time I used it. So I am now I am nagging. Yeah, I'm nagging Spire to get me a replacement controller or send me a recent fan because that fan is 10 years old. And they're saying, oh, it's a 1-year warranty. I said, no. On the box, it says 3 years. They said, yeah, 3 years from production. I said, no, it doesn't say that on the box, and that's not going to stand up in a court of law. They said, well, I'll see what I can do about getting another controller. I'm like, uh-huh. And somehow the fact that I have a review channel was important. I wonder why. Okay, here we go. Come on, baby. Get going. Don't be angry at me just because I was talking about your competitor. Well, somebody's competitor anyways. Come on. Well, this is embarrassing. There we go. It was sleepy. It had been in the box for so long. Sometimes when you let a fan sit for too long, it does kind of have a little bit trouble starting because the fluid tends in the lubricant in the bearings tend to sink to whatever side is at the bottom, and then it has a hard time starting up. Ooh. All right, let's get this back down to minimum. And that has a very low starting voltage. There we go. Fairly quiet, but I can hear something from the blade, the bearings. It's kind of like a rattling, almost like the impeller is not stable, but we'll see what happens. If the blade flies off and cuts my finger, well, you'll know what happened. Ha ha ha. Oh, harmonic resonance. Seems like there's another one. There's another. And another. And another. There's also a very high-pitched one that I just noticed. So honestly, it's not that loud. I mean, I don't know about you, but in reality, you're probably not going to notice this in your case. Now, as far as Static pressure? I mean, not static pressure, but actually the 1 meter claim, I would say, yeah, I can feel it from over here. That's about a meter. But as far as static pressure is concerned, one of the bad things about the air channels is they do kind of depress the static pressure at the same time as it extends the range of the airflow. So, I mean, for like a significant pushback against my hand, I'm really having a hard time pinpointing that, but I'm going to say somewhere in the area of a bit under 1 millimeter of static pressure. So, as far as that goes, it's going to have a hard time pushing air through barriers because it's already pushing air through a barrier. So, I guess we can say that this is good for a case or some air coolers, although I wouldn't put it on the biggest air coolers. And if you can please help me out, I'm going to be having a shoulder replacement surgery on December 13th. I had to reschedule it. And that's going to put me out of work for 3 to 4 months at about $10, $12 an hour, something like that. So I'm going to be struggling financially. And after that, some other big things are going to be happening that's going to also be a big financial drain for me. So if you can like, subscribe, share, and comment to help me build the channel, that'd be great. If you'd like to financially help me so that I can get more things, like I want to build an AMD computer, because my next step after getting done with the initial reviews of my fans, which is taking far longer than I had anticipated, is to actually go ahead and start reviewing my air and water coolers. And I think that's going to be more useful for people because, people don't pay as much attention in general to the fans that they buy. I mean, I did but that's me. But a lot of people, they're like, it's a fan. It works, right? No, the fans are not all the same. If you've been watching my videos, they're not all the same. But anyways, if you actually want to financially help, you can either go to my channel, Glenn's Fast Reviews, and become a member there. Or if you want, you can go to patreon.com/GlennMII and reap the rewards of being a member over there. So it's up to you. If you don't want to financially, or you cannot financially, that's fine. I do have lower tiers for just $1 or just $3. It doesn't get you much of anything, but it's a way to support me. I know that people in some areas, for one reason or another, often in other countries, the value of their currency is very, very poor compared to the U.S. dollar. So I know that they would have a hard time giving more than that. That's why I offer those lower tiers. But you may also be in a situation financially, or or maybe because of the economy in your area where you can't. So, if you can help, great. If you can just do the 4 steps of like, subscribe, share, and comment, that's also great. Whatever you can do to help is much appreciated. So let's go ahead and look at the specs. And I almost forgot to show you, it comes with 4 fan bolts, the rubber kind, as well as this is a low noise adapter, the old-fashioned kind, where it goes from the power supply, and then you can choose between 5 volts, 7 volts, or 12 volts to change the speed to low, medium, or high. The SilverStone SST-AP121, which is in the Air Penetrator family, even though they didn't put Air Penetrator on the box. Please help me fix my tongue, somebody. And the blades are UV blue. I didn't show it because it's really not that spectacular. $16, compliant with CE ROHS EMC number N11360. Made in China, 120 by 25, 50,000 hours of life, 1 year warranty in the US and Australia, 2 years in the EU, 190 grams, 7 blades, 105 millimeters between the mounting holes, 1,500 RPMs, 35.36 CFMs of airflow, 1.71 decibels, millimeters of static pressure, 22.4 decibels, 50.5 centimeter long fan cable, daisy chainable, not sleeved, 3-pin DC connector, fluid dynamic bearings, 12 volts starting at 5, 1.08 watts, all the way up to 3.96, 0.09 amps, all the way up to 1.08. And it does have indicators of direction of rotation of flow and
it turns in a counterclockwise. Bleh. See, I told you I need help. Counterclockwise direction. It has a air channeling and air channeling screen, 4 fan bolts, 4 rubber pins, 13 centimeter from between the MolXD and the 3 sockets, 5 volt, 7 volt, and 12 volt.
I'm sorry to do this, but I need to ask for your help. Because Amazon and Sedgwick won't take responsibility for the injury I sustained at work, that is going to cause me to have my shoulder replaced on November 29th of 2024. I'm going to be off of work for 3 to 4 months, and the pay that I'll be getting from Amazon during that time, because Sedgwick will not pay me anything, will be after taxes and benefits, probably somewhere in the area of $10, maybe $12, something like that, per hour of a 40-hour week. And so that's going to be very financially troublesome for me, to put it mildly. I mean, just my rent alone is like $1,150, and then there are all the other expenses. I do have some help, but I do appreciate it if anybody is willing to help. You can join my channel, Glenn's Fast Reviews, or you can go to patreon.com/GlennMII and become a member there. If you can't safely do that, please don't, though. I don't want anybody financially getting into trouble trying to help me. That would just that would make me feel really, really bad, as if somehow I was responsible for the choice you made, even though it was your choice. So if you can't, that's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day.